Welcome to the Lost Future, the story so far.
Layton's rescuer turned out to be a woman by the name of Celeste, who was also investigating Dimitri.
Celeste is the killer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Celestia? Is that you?
Get on with it, Luke. Too
I
late.
thought you were reading that one,
Just
Professor.
what we needed.
In order to escape,
Well,
Celeste
to
and
be
Don
fair,
Powell
Jova, this
separate from the-
Celeste has been a lot more useful than the actual demigod-style character Celestia.
Before leaving,
True.
Celeste talks to the Professor about their next meeting place. Decoding her hint, Layton and the other set out for the riverside restaurant, the Thames Arms.
Well, I can't speak for any seasons past the first one, yeah, but she did absolutely jack shit in season 1.
Oh,
yeah.
What show are you talking about?
My Little Pony.
Okay.
Ah, Layton,
Yes.
any breakthroughs in your investigation?
Possibly, Inspector. In fact, I'm very glad to see you. I need you to accompany me to the Thames Arms. Not in that way.
Why?
No shipping.
The Thames Arms.
He already has a wife, Layton. Don't try and stir anything up.
My investigation of these premises revealed delicious smells, sir.
Be quiet for just a minute, will you, Barton?
Well, fuck you.
What is there at the Thames Arms that's so amazing that I need to head there this very instant?
The sewage, man! The sewage in that river is amazing!
No promises, but it's likely that what happens there will lead you to the Prime Minister.
Yeah, that reminds me, Dibs. I've heard that the Thames is one of the dirtiest rivers in the world. Is that true?
They're not that dirty, but whatever.
Really not. Well, my interest is piqued. But there's the matter of this blasted puzzle.
What puzzle?
Of course.
It's in this
I wouldn't
note
say
I
it was that
found.
dirty,
I have a
but
feeling it
yeah,
could have
it's
some
not
bearing on
exactly
it.
the cleanest
Basically received an
river in the
anonymous
world.
tip. Basically received an anonymous tip.
Would you mind if I had a look at it, Inspector?
Sure, I guess.
The
secret
secret
letter.
letter.
Alright.
Okay. You receive a letter that says, the room in this photograph has a secret. Remove one of the floor tiles to reveal the hidden treasure. In the same envelope as the letter is the photograph shown below. The following note on the back is a bit confusing. Follow the arrows to where the treasure lies. Which tile do you need to remove in order to find the treasure? Circle your answer.
Let's think about it, guys.
Okay. Dog.
Let's just say...
Monkey.
So yeah, we have to follow the
Bird.
arrow where the treasure lies. So what arrow can you... An arrow has to be drawn somewhere. And it's actually easy to spot. So look carefully.
Oh,
Okay.
it's very, very, very easy to spot.
What?
I can't tell you. You haven't solved it yet.
Alright,
Wow,
one
look at these
more
kind of
hint.
puzzles.
If you haven't found anything by studying the photograph intently, try casting a casual eye over the whole thing for a while. The arrow is on the left-hand side of the photograph. It's actually disguised as something else. There you go, that's your final hint, Pips.
No super hint for you.
The window's open. The monkey
Oh,
has a
the
weird
monkey's
face.
nose face. Okay.
Yeah.
So the tile to remove is the one with two X. Huh?
Exactly. There you
Okay.
go. There you go. This is, yet again, when you actually know the answer, yeah, how the hell did I not see that?
I've got a good feeling
Think about this one.
Well, that's settled.
Indeed.
Yes.
Eventually.
Alright.
That's right. The nose and mouth of the monkey and the picture on the wall combine to form an arrow shape. The treasure could be found under the floor whatever. I'm sorry, Inspector, but this letter doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case, which means this puzzle is fucking pointless!
Oh, come on, Layton.
It was worth a try.
Oh well. Isn't that just wonderful? Another prospective lead fizzles out. I'm at my wit's end, I tell you. Whatever you've got to show me at the Thames Arms, it has to be more useful than that note, I guess. So yeah, let's go.
Yay! We have a full party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Luke, I'm going to look at my picture book, or maybe not.
Save
Sorry.
it for the extras part, Professor.
Right, whatever. Anyway,
Oh, future look.
There you are.
I'm so glad we're finally able to meet again.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Where did you run off to?
Luke, were you smuggling pints?
I was doing a little investigating of my own, shadowing a suspicious woman I've seen
Oh,
around
don't
town.
worry, we've already met her. Don't worry.
You were drinking, weren't you?
I saw her tailing you, Professor, and decided someone had to find out who she was.
Don't worry, we already figured that out. Yeah.
Oh, you must be talking about Celeste!
And where did you last see her?
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I lost
Not
her
a
for
good
while,
time, but
but I just saw her again, walking into this restaurant. Seconds later, I saw a friend of ours go in as well. Oh, let me guess! Don Pio!
Paolo.
Paolo.
I'm beginning to wonder whether I even need to explain. You seem to know it already, although you pronounced it wrong. Well, we've been hard at work investigating too. Well, hi, at least my future self will be able to pronounce it properly. Of course, I never expected you to just wait idly for me to return. So now what?
All the players in our mystery are here. I think it's time to reconvene with Celeste, but first let's buy a pint.
Exactly. This is an RPG! Wait, what?
A toast.
Players in our mystery? What does that mean?
You've been hanging around me, Luke. You should know.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hi, Celeste.
I'll be Celeste while she's away. Professor Layton, it's such a relief to see that you made it all right.
What the hell happened to your voice, Celeste? Why? I could hardly let myself get caught before hearing about that secret you mentioned, could I?
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me you've already worked most of it out for yourself. Am I right?
Hello.
Hello, Shiro, you're just in time.
Good.
Huh? Professor, is that true?
If you know something, Layton, spell it out.
Okay.
No, just do your
Not like that.
just do
Professor.
your Sherlock Holmes moment. Come on.
All concerned parties seem to be in attendance, so I'll try
Come on,
to explain
Professor.
things as best I can.
A true gentleman knows where to spit.
Okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
It's taken time.
We're in a bar and everything.
Finally made
Perfect.
sense of the bizarre events we've witnessed here.
You've worked it all out?
For the most part. Come on, then.
Yes!
Yes, of course. I have much to say about this city and its secrets.
Okay.
The music we're listening to right now is the professor's
The London we are
reasonings.
presently in, this London of the future, is a fake.
Ta-ta-dum.
Precisely. It's a set designed to make us believe that we've traveled 10 years into the future.
Excuse me?
Because
What?
there is no time machine.
There was never any time travel whatsoever.
I have several
Explain.
questions.
Explain.
Just hope the game will explain it at least.
The game will explain
Led to
it.
believe that the
Sure.
clock shop was a portal to the future.
Basically, there was
Let me guess, it's a lift.
Don't worry, Dwebs, he'll
In
explain it.
some ways, just
You're right.
bewildering. The back room of the clock shop is no time machine.
You're right, Dwebs. It's a
leading
lift.
down into the earth.
Yeah.
How did they manage to build this place in
They're
secret?
gonna explain. They're gonna explain all of them. Let's just say there's a rich megalomaniac behind all this. For now. There you go. Basically, that shaking they were feeling was just this.
You mean to say we're underground right now? Precisely. You may have heard of subterranean caverns, as some of them house ancient ruins.
That's a pretty
Then how
big
do you
one.
How do you make the sky?
I could ask about the whole pressure problems, but I guess it's
Oh,
not
by all
a big deal.
Oh, by all means, Gio, ask away.
By all means, Teo, trust me. Trust me, Teo. If you apply real life logic to Layton, it's just not gonna work. The world of Layton is very wacky, shall we say?
How did they create the sky and all of this underground?
I'm guessing they painted it or something. I don't know.
That's a very good question.
How and where did you manage to build this
Yeah.
place when most of London Underground is filled with trains?
Jive.
Where did you put this?
Jive.
Unless they
Building an actual time
built
machine, huh?
underground stations or something.
It's simple. It seems that Dmitri never gave up his original dream of building a time machine.
Yep.
But though he poured all his energy into achieving this feat, the task was too large for one man.
So he hired 2 men.
No, so that's why he kidnapped all the other
Support
scientists.
his project, so he turned to the greatest minds in London. But to keep the scientists working for him, they needed to believe that they were in the future.
Okay.
Why?
What do you think?
Think about it, Luke. Dmitri couldn't imprison the scientists.
They'd rather kill themselves or something if they just
Hold on.
kid
Who
them.
knows what kind of work they would produce under
True,
those circumstances.
Yeah.
They could make an escape
Dmitri
rocket.
needed a different approach to compel the scientists to complete
Exactly. I
his
mean, they
research.
weren't under constant supervision,
The
so they
scientists
could
had to want
essentially
the
do what they
time machine
wanted.
to work as much as
Yeah.
Dmitri did.
Huh, clever.
So he told them that they had been shot forward 10 years in time, stranded a decade from home. Dmitri misled the scientists, telling them that the time machine was an unfinished project. They thought they were stranded, and that the machine was their only hope of returning
Maybe the
home.
next leap will be their leap home.
So that's why they were so willing to follow orders.
Wait, but that means...
That's all I've
Hold on, Tail. We'll get to
Perhaps
that.
our friend here.
No, the
So who
ride's
the hell
not
would we be traveling with?
Hold on.
the
hold
ride's
on.
not over yet.
We'll get to
Friend.
that.
I see you've caught on. Excellent work as always.
Well, hi, Dimitri in disguise.
Like the bartender we've only known for 2 minutes.
No. But think about it. He's voiced by Liam O'Brien.
Therefore, it seemed
What does that tell you?
odd that the bartender didn't so much
Liam O'Brien's the bad guy.
Remember when we came here
His
before?
hair is gray.
Remember when you came earlier here and we just missed him here in the bar?
I never imagined you'd work
We never
out
missed
so
it. We
much
never
of a
missed him.
plan yourself.
We actually met
I
him.
suppose I've no choice but to
Dimitri was the bartender in disguise. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
There you go. Basically, the future
We've
line is turned out to
doubly
be
solved-
Reflex City, building well. Yeah, we already know this, blah, blah, blah.
We've doubly solved the mystery.
Yep,
No,
that's
but basically,
right. Plus,
when
it
it's
was the first game to sort of involve the even bigger mystery solvings.
Basically, when you apparently solved it, it's orange. But when you've really ended that mystery, that's when it's red. Dimitri Allen, you've been watching us the whole time. So yeah, that's right. It was me all along. Haha.
I wish to issue a challenge to the professor. Bumbling lawmen have no part in this conversation.
Bubbling? I'll give you bubbling.
Please, you're a derivative off of an American detective. It would be wise for you all to stay exactly where you are. This restaurant is rigged with enough explosives to level the place, and they're ticking.
Are you out of your mind? We'll all die, even you!
Well, you know what they say. Hell's
More the
path.
merrier.
Me? Ha! No, I'm going to stroll out of this
He's the only one
place.
who knows where the bombs is, so he's the only one who can escape.
You see, I know exactly how long we've got, and I know the way out. Oh, and if you're thinking of running away, make sure you don't tread on a bomb.
Wait, let's use him as a human
Stab-
shield.
Boom!
But that's the thing, guys. Listen to the music that's playing. It's time for a puzzle battle.
It's a minefield!
Yep.
And now,
So it's Minesweeper.
it's
I'm going
yes,
to
it's
watch
time
you
for
squirm.
Yes, it's-
Hey, Squirm, that's our name!
it's time for level 5 to school Winkysoft on how to do Minesweeper puzzles.
Well then, it would seem that you have bested me, Dimitri. There's nothing I can do. We're fucked.
Not exactly, Professor. Have a look at this piece of paper. It tells you all you need to know about the bombs in this room.
Great, villain incompetence number 572.
No, Toot. He actually has a reason for this.
Yes, let's just wait. Hold on.
Find all the bombs. Numbers
Oh,
above and to the left
minefield.
of the map indicates the number of bombs in each column of row. Red dots indicate people and squares indicate tables. There are no bombs in these squares. Derive the location of all the bombs using the information provided and mark them on your map.
So yeah, like they said, there's 3 bombs in the first or horizontal row, for example, vertical row. Sorry, there's 2 bombs in the first horizontal row, except for the one where there's a red dot. Sorry. So basically, it's a matter of you comparing the numbers on the rows, on the vertical and horizontal rows, and deducing from those how many bombs are there in each place.
It's kind of like Sudoku.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember
Except-
another
except-
game that
except-
has Sudoku puzzles.
Paige,
This reminds me of what track?
Yeah,
Hey,
except
Joe.
this puzzle is much better designed. Go ahead, what is it?
What happens if you get it wrong? Does it explode and you die?
No, you just retry.
Oh.
Well, that's how it is in this game. Like, if you fuck up, you retry. There's no game over in Layton, so.
Da 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 da.
That would be interesting if they put in a FMV with stock footage of an atomic explosion. Okay, so basically, take a good look at the numbers and figure things out. Almost there. Thinking.
It looks almost like an impressive game of tic-tac-toe. If it were like,
It looks more like what's the name? Minefield, that Windows standard game.
Minesweeper.
What you have to.
I'm back.
Yeah, Minesweeper.
oh, sure, how much did you miss?
Nothing. I've been here, but I've had to do something, so I've read everything and heard everything, so I'm good.
Okay.
All right then. Basically, I'm already done, but I'm making absolute sure that I didn't fail.
Oh, well done, Professor. I shouldn't have made it so easy for you. You found all the
Everything's
bombs.
easy for Layton.
I suppose you're going to avoid getting blown up after all.
I'd say the same. Unless, of course, there was something you weren't telling me.
Dun dun dun.
But
Huh?
surely you
Dun, dun,
trust the
dun.
Luke,
saints.
this paper isn't just telling us where the bombs are, it's telling us how much time we've got left.
Yep. Look at the axis. There we go.
Huh?
Oh!
You know, all the time
Zero?
that we
Zero,
spent-
zero, zero! Professor, it's all over! The bombs are going to blow!
Game over, man! Game over!
Not so fast, Luke.
No!
Shut up!
No!
This isn't 0-0.
It's actually.
Sorry,
Remember,
Layton had
the-
narcolepsy again.
It's
This is the
infinite.
symbol for
Yeah,
infinity.
there's one in. Remember,
bombs
there's
are never
one
going
at the
to go off,
beginning
because there are
connecting
no
the two zeros.
bombs.
So yeah, infinity.
There are no bombs.
There were never any bombs to begin with. He was just fucking with us.
Or it could just be a sideways 8, and we can only have 8 minutes.
That's it, Dimitri, isn't it? It's true you've done some evil things, but you're not a killer.
Well, you're an incompetent villain, that's for sure.
He actually.
You just want to keep us busy so you can make you
He
skip.
actually does have a reason. Jeez.
He's buying time too.
Okay.
He was trying to buy time, shall we say?
I should have known I wouldn't fool you, Herschel.
I've worked things out on my own this far, but I need you to help make sense of the rest.
Do you mean thus far?
You must have had some reason.
Come
for
on,
concocting a
Dwebs,
scheme
it
this
can't be flawless.
Yeah, I know, it's
I
just a
had
bit
very good
weird.
reason. It all started
Then explain.
about 10 years ago. Bill Hawks and I were friends and colleagues.
You were friends
We
with
worked in
the...
same
Pri-
lab
David
researching
Cameron.
time travel.
Wait, the Prime Minister was a scientist too?
Basically, Theo, he was a scientist
We
before he
poured
became
our
a prime
hearts and
minister.
souls into uncovering the secrets of space.
Remember,
It's funny because David Cameron used to work in television before he
That
came.
kind of raised a bit of another question to me.
What is it?
Why the hell... okay, if we worked with Dimitri 10 years ago, how couldn't he recognize him all these years later and
No, he could.
suspected
No, he
him?
could.
Actually, Theo, he could
Good.
recognize him. If
Remember,
if
Theo,
you remember
every
the
time
first
we
scene, Bill...
Remember, Theo, every
If
time
you
we
remember,
met,
Theo...
in the first time in the beginning of the game, he was disguised, and when we saw him again trapped, he was with a thing on his mouth that was allowing him to speak, so he couldn't tell everybody what was going on.
No, I mean during the presentation, it
He
didn't
was
really
disguised.
suspect...
He didn't recognize him. He was disguised. Remember?
Oh, okay, sorry.
But he wouldn't hear of it.
Basically, Bill went against. Basically, the time machine wasn't complete, but Bill wanted to go on with the experiment because he.
For science,
Yeah, he made a deal to sell the technology behind the machine's power source. Basically, Bill wanted to make money.
A large corporation had offered him a
There you
very
go.
impressive sum.
BBC?
Yes.
Bill knew
Why not?
the subject.
Yes, with that, we will finally create a live-action real Doctor Who series.
And meanwhile, we'll also make How Honey I'm
Alright,
Home.
let's just think. This
That's
seems already
BS
done.
speech over.
To go ahead with the experiment.
I know, but the joke was just too easy to make.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone died.
Everyone died.
Buying time.
What have you done?
And yeah, apparently it's because Bill Hawks tried to do something to accelerate the time machine.
He wanted to sell the technology so he could to the big corporation that we just talked about. And that's how Claire died.
Oh.
She got blown to smithereens.
Basically, Claire was the one being used to test the machine. There he is. There you go.
So wait,
there you go.
the
There you go.
Minister was the villain all along?
Yes, turns out David Cameron's even more evil than we thought.
What a twist.
Actually, I'm not that surprised.
No.
Wow, he's
Hold
that
on.
bad. Wow, he's that bad for you guys.
So what you're telling me that level 5 predicted David Cameron's evil.
Life is
Oh, everyone really likes this playthrough.
Yeah, you can tell. You can say that twice.
So is David Cameron like you guys' equivalent to our Richard Nixon?
So yeah, basically that was his big motivation. He wanted to...
Well, there's no Watergate scandal yet, so...
He also completed the deal with the corporation. Pocketing
There you go.
more money than most
What
people
the?
see in
Most
lifetime.
people.
He used his newfound fortune to climb the political ladder to the very top.
And that's what happened. And then when he became a politician, he gained power enough to suppress information, and that's why the media weren't covering the accident.
If that's not a cruel joke, I don't know what it is.
Social commentary on UK politics, ahoy!
Well,
Of
actually,
course, it all comes back to the government.
it's interesting because this commentary, even though it was this game came out 5 years ago, the commentary is still relevant according to Resident Evil, apparently.
Boy, I have to say, based on quite a few level 5 games, it seems that the British government can be rather evil.
It's just in this game, really. But fine.
Not just this game, Pedro. There are a few other level 5 games where the British government comes to play.
Which one in specific are you talking about?
You mean Jeanne d'Arc?
There's nothing to turn back.
Not just John Dark, but you know, a few other ones.
Test me on the text so I can know what you're talking about.
Medieval style ones.
One more
What?
question
You're
for
talking about Nino Kuni?
What is it?
What's
Oh
it?
yeah, you compare the Zodiac to the Prime Minister.
The Zodiac.
Oh, wait.
Yes, that too.
Hold on. What is it?
Wait. Someone's been using him as a pawn.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Let's find out who this pawn is.
Well, think about it, Bits. Who could it be?
even more often.
What's,
Hold on.
what's the most
Oh,
suspicious right
no.
What's the most suspicious character right now?
And that
Hold on.
person is that.
Objection.
Of course, obviously. So,
What?
So who the fuck is he? If there's no time travel, then who the fuck is he? He can't be future Luke, can he?
Yeah.
No, there's no mistake here. And there's no hiding it anymore, Luke. Or should I call you Clark?
Really?
Clive from South Park.
Really?
No, no.
The main villain is a guy who I can recognize as my dad's brother, Clive.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
come on, Dwez. It's,
Oh my
it's
god,
not the-
James, your own dad's your own uncle?
To chill down my spine.
That's the name you call your best mate when you're 40.
Oh, come on, Dwez. Clive is a
That's
perfectly normal
fair,
name.
James. You can't expect everyone to have some bombastic name.
You kept
Hang on.
your
I wanna
secret
hear them
from
explain this.
everyone, Clive. Even your partner.
Clive.
Let's just say Layton already knows Clive from.
Seriously,
long ago.
Don Paolo, and now we get Clive.
Well, his real name is Paul.
Clive was aiming for revenge on a massive scale. And you were nothing more than a pawn, Dimitri.
Tremendous work, Professor. You found me out.
Great, Alucard is the villain.
Breaking in riddles, Layton. What's this all about?
But speaking in riddles is what I do best, Shelmy.
Clive, you lived next door to the lab that exploded 10 years ago.
Remember how Layton was investigating the murder, the accident?
I
on his
remember the
own?
flashback he
Hold
was
on,
hugging,
hold on.
hugging someone that
Let
looked
them
like
say.
Luke.
Yeah,
That was
it was him. He was the kid from 10 years
Two of
ago.
whom were your parents.
Yeah.
It must have been a terrible shock. In the span of a few seconds, you lost your family and your home. When the initial shock wore off, it was replaced with anger. You became obsessed with exacting revenge on those who had wronged you.
Except
Dude,
that
that's
I like
the
that,
thing
man.
called phase 4,
Just-
acceptance.
You were lucky enough to be adopted
Huh.
by a kindly
So
woman
basically, he's our
showed
young
her
Christian Bale,
stuff
who will later grow up as a
So
superhero.
he's the anti-Christian, the anti-Bruce Wayne, basically.
only by the
So
Yeah.
it's Prometheus?
You two lived quite happily as a
Basically, he
family
became
for a
rich
time.
because he became the sole heir
Sadly,
to a big
it
fortune
wasn't
after
to
being
last.
adopted.
Miss Dove departed from this world 5 short years later, leaving her fortune to you.
Ouch.
Before long, you graduated from secondary school and took a part-time job.
Then
at
how does he look like
newspaper.
Luke?
That's just
Considering
coincidence.
your sizable inheritance,
He actually doesn't usually dress like this. He just made it so that he could look like Luke. And for all we know, he
you were
probably dyed his
searching
hair.
for something. Using the
It's a Mission Impossible
you
mask.
finally hunted down the men responsible for your misery.
Yeah.
You knew that both Bill Hawks and Dimitri Allen were responsible for the explosion. Armed with this information, you concocted a plan to
Remember, so
avenge
since he
your
worked as a newspaper guy, he was involved with in the press. So obviously he knew about the press being pressured to not cover the accident. So he knew about the things.
Then you used your inheritance to set up this elaborate facsimile of London. With your
So that's why the
staging
colony is going to...
you used your contacts in the press to find the best scientists in the country. After all,
Spent
you would
mainly
need
on
quite a bit of
vengeance.
help to complete this time.
Priorities, man.
You then
Priorities.
proceeded to lure these brilliant men into your trap. However, unbeknownst to Dimitri, most of your staff were not
Yep,
working
like
on
we
the
saw
time
in the
machine.
last part.
Then on what?
Oh, you'll see.
You'll see.
Theo.
You'll see too.
Please don't tell me it's a giant robot.
Yes.
Clive had secretly reassigned many of the scientists to a different project. You might think of it as his pet project.
You know, sometimes I should stuff a sock in my mouth or something.
Yeah.
A weapon designed to cause destruction.
Wait, so 1 minute...
Oh my god! George Bush was actually right about weapons of
So,
mass
hang on.
destruction.
So we've gone from time travel to Pacific Rim.
No, because we're not going to do robots
Oh
fighting each
god,
other.
you're no one's really scaring me.
While you focused on your machine, I had a different goal. Though some may call it revenge, I prefer to think of it as justice.
Like Batman!
Minded scientists and corrupt politicians.
What are you saying?
Politicians are already corrupt. They don't need scientists' help.
Yeah, true.
Show you.
Yeah, sure, don't tell. Wait, what?
He's gonna kidnap Flora.
There we go.
We need a hostage, too. Villainy 101.
Hi! Stop you to me, I mean Clive! Oh, I've gone into the habit.
Alright, so, yeah, remember the lighthouse? That's where it comes in.
And meanwhile, Chelmy and
Barton just...
Barton just stand, sit there.
Well,
sit
I've
there
been
and chill.
kidnapped. Oh well.
Wait, getting away, kidnapped hostage, getting away on that kind of boat. It's Speed.
Professor, what are we going to do? Here's Flora and...
This is from Speed 2.
Speed 2.
Except
Yes.
this game's story doesn't suck.
Where? Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
Basically, Pedro in Speed 2, Willem Dafoe kidnaps Sandra Bullock, and they get away on a speedboat.
There we go. Time for some more steampunk robot awesomeness.
Oh, wow, this is even bigger than the rope.
Well, there's one thing we learned from Rogue Galaxies that level 5 loves steampunk.
Yeah.
Oh, steampunk.
Well, Professor, this is even bigger than the robot you faced in Spectre.
Also, another tip from Villainy 101. If all else fails, we got a giant fuck you robot.
With cannons and everything. This is even bigger than Descolay's robots.
Wow.
I know, I was thinking, this is some Descolay shit.
Yeah. Okay, so that's our final
Guess
dungeon.
we have a fab.
Professor, what is that thing?
That's our final dungeon, Luke.
It seems Clyde's been working on some sort of mobile fortress.
Needless to say. Flora's trapped up there. We've got to save her.
I can't believe how easy it is to kidnap people in this universe.
Alright, so
Yeah.
next chapter 13.
Seriously,
The
no,
Stronghold
seriously,
of
no one, seriously, guys. No one tried to stop him. He was just allowed to run up to Flora.
And Flora was barely paying attention. She was just sitting there staring off into space. She didn't even struggle all that much. I mean,
Yeah, seriously. Did
Yeah.
she be kidnapped? Did he want?
Well, to be fair,
What?
Dwayne,
this is like routine shit. This is.
well,
I know. It's so funny. It's like, Flora, were you even paying attention to the whole thing? There is a criminal genius in here laughing maniacally. You want to actually look
There
at him?
will be a test for her.
Don't worry, Flora. Someday you'll pass the "please do not kidnap me" test. You and Maya Fey.
although, like Jova said, we still haven't solved every single mystery in this game, so let's just say the story still has some more surprises for us. But don't worry, this is as crazy as it gets. From now on, it delves down the...
Pedro, I wouldn't say this is as crazy as it gets when we do get to the ultimate truth.
the ultimate truth is not as crazy as this, if you ask me. But okay.
Are you kidding me, Pedro? The ultimate revelation that we get at the end isn't this crazy.
Not really. They even explain
I'm
it.
not saying that's crazy in a bad way. I'm just saying.
No. I'm not saying you should like this. I'm just saying that I think.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're.
We're already dragging this part out too long. Let's see you in the next part, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.